The former student accused of one of America's deadliest school shootings is expected to plead guilty today to murder and attempted murder charges. Prosecutors say Nikolas Cruz killed 14 students and 3 staffers at Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School in Parkland, Florida. A jury will then decide whether to sentence Cruz to death or life in prison. Mireya Villarreal is outside the courthouse in Fort Lauderdale. Mireya, good morning.
Hey, good morning, Tony. Right now, Nikolas Cruz's decision to change his plea to guilty definitely surprised a lot of people. But one of the fathers I spoke with, Jaime Guttenberg, one of the victims, says today's plea will only be meaningful to him if the shooter inevitably pays with his life.
The past 3 years have been torture.
For Fred Guttenberg, Nikolas Cruz's anticipated guilty plea is another step along a painful road.
I dreamt every day of walking my daughter down the aisle. And because of what this murderer did, I now live every day knowing I won't get to do that.
His daughter Jamie was a dancer and had her entire life planned at age 14. But on Valentine's Day 2018, those plans were destroyed. The then 19-year-old former student Nikolas Cruz walked into Stoneman Douglas with an AR-15 style rifle and began shooting. 17 people dead, 17 others injured, and countless more suffering from the trauma from that day. Defense attorneys will likely argue that Cruz's history of mental illness is reason to spare his life. A jury must be unanimous to sentence him to death. CBS News legal analyst Ricky Kleeman.
The prosecution is going to go straight for the death penalty in this case, and well, they should. They're going to show that the case was one of premeditated murder, knowing, intentional murder with planning. It was atrocious. It was cruel. It was heinous. So the prosecution is going into this with all the cards in the hand.
For Fred Guttenberg, justice is clear.
My daughter should be living the best years of her life. My son heard his sister get shot, and his life is forever impacted. My wife and I had 2 children. That killer took this from us, and I want that killer to pay for this with his life.
The sentencing part of this trial has yet to be set. It's a little complicated here in Florida. For capital punishment cases, a completely new trial has to come on. And one of the hurdles that attorneys will face is actually finding enough jurors to sit on that particular part of the trial who are okay with giving Cruz the punishment of death if they believe he deserves it, even if they personally do not believe in it. Once they give that decision to a judge, he gives the final stamp of approval. So as of right now, it is very clear that Cruz's fate is unclear. Nate?
Mireya, thank you. My heart hurts for those families.
Yes, you can understand and feel the father's pain. And I think many people thought after Parkland maybe things would change in this country. When you look at Mr. Cruz, he's so small and has caused so much damage.
Yeah.
I don't know what it's going to take for us to really get the damage that is called and the pain that still continues when you have an incident like this.
It doesn't matter how small you are if you're carrying a powerful
No,
weapon.
it doesn't. Yeah, that's the point I was making,
that's exactly right.
When we're reminded of these incidents and seeing the trial, we know that these parents and these family members have to relive it during the trial. But we forget this is an everyday battle.
It's never over for
with
them.
When it comes to those type of losses.
Never over.
Our thoughts are with those families for sure.